Welcome back to my channel, Math and Language, and we're going to discuss how to calculate market equilibrium. So let's start. The demand and supply for coffee are as follows. So you may always see this one, the demand and supply of a product. So it can be coffee, a cell phone, or anything. And they will give you two equations, QD and QS. So these are just example. So for QD, we have a linear equation, which is 600 minus 2p. And for QS, that will be 300 plus 4p. Okay. Now let's have this one terminology. So QD, that will be the quantity demand, and QS that will be the quantity supply, and for the P that will be the price. So it's easy to remember because D is demand, S for supply, and P is the price. Now let's remember the graph. Now P is always at the on the y-axis, okay, and the quantity that will be on the x-axis. So these are just examples, okay? The 5, 10, 20. I'm just making a scale here. The QD here, the blue one, that will be the demand curve, and the QS that will be the supply curve. Let's have an example. For example, for a coffee, if they will going to price it high, like for example, $60 for a coffee, of course the demand will be low because not everybody could afford a $60 coffee, right? And the demand will go up if the price is low. For example, if it's $5, then the demand will be high. And if it's $30, the demand will be a little bit lower, right? Now, if you are on your the producer side, or for example, the seller side, if the price of the product is set only at the low price, like $5, then you will say, oh, it will not be profitable, so I'm not going to supply enough coffee for it. But if you know that the price will is set high for that product, you will produce more, so the supply will be higher. So if the price is set higher, the supply will be higher, right? Now, if the demand, if the price is too high, then the demand will be low. That's the law of demand and supply. Now, you can see there's a green here. That's the intersection between QD and QS. That's the market equilibrium. That's what are we going to solve for today in this video. So we have P star here and Q star. We want to find the price and the quantity of the market equilibrium. Um, they need to meet somewhere, right? So what are we going to do is we set QD and QS equal together. Now, remember our given QD is 600 minus 2p and QS is equal to 300 plus 4p. Okay, so for this one, we have to equal them. So 600 minus 2p is equal to 300 plus 4p. So this is just basic algebra. We want to find the variable p so we can know the answer in this one. So that will be 600 minus 300 is equal to 4p plus 2p. That will be 300 is equal to 6p, and p is equal to 300 over 6. P is 50, equal to 50. Okay. Now we know that the p star, or the price of the market equilibrium, will be 50. Now, sir, how are we going to find q star? We're going to substitute it in either of these two equations. So it's either here or here. So, but I'll show you that they will yield the same answer. Let's start with QD first. Okay, but I'll just put P as 50 here. So for QD, 600 minus 2 times 50, that will be around. Okay, I'll just solve vertically. 100 minus 100, you'll get 500. Okay, so that's for the blue one or QD. If you're going to substitute 50 to QS, let's try 300 plus 4 times 50. That will be 300 plus 200. That will be 500. And again, you will yield the same answer. So either you substitute P to QS or QD, it's fine. You will get the same answer. Now we can change this one. QD now is 500. Sorry, Q star. And this one will be 50. Now for the coffee, if the market equilibrium, the ideal price will be 50 and the quantity supplied will be 500. And that's how you answer how to calculate market equilibrium. So let's summarize. So at first you will have equation like this. What you have to do is you um make them equal to each other, QD and QS. Then you solve for P. After you have solved for P, you've solved for Q by substituting it to either QD or QS, like so. Again, you will yield the same answer. Okay. And that's the end of the lesson on how to calculate market equilibrium. If you have questions or you need of clarifications, please comment down. Again, this is James, your math and language instructor. Please like and subscribe, and I will make more videos about economics. I'll see you again. Thank you. Bye.